train for hours, lose sleep, and chase medals. But when the applause fades, we often ask ourselves, was it all really worth it? Is competition only about becoming better than others? Or could it be about something greater? Becoming a better version from the person who we were yesterday. Hello everyone, my name is Kara Davina, and just like many of you, I have experienced both thrill and fear that comes with competition. Competition, a single word that can make our hearts race, palms sweat, and minds spin between hopes and fears. It can lift us higher than we have ever been, or crush us under the weight of expectation. But beyond all this pressure, what does it really mean? Because once the cheers fade and the applause dies down, the feeling of fulfillment diminishes. I came to understand this when I was faced with my own challenge, choosing where to pursue my education. When I graduated junior high, people expected me to attend one of the top schools. It was the obvious path, the one that promised status, success, and pride. But deep down, I wanted something different. There was another school, not as famous, not as crowded, but it felt right for me. And people questioned me. Why you throw away your chance, they asked. And I began to wonder, am I really afraid of failing? Or am I afraid of disappointing others? And that is when I realized something. Sometimes competition is not always about proving others wrong, but proving yourself right. If I went to the bigger school, people may expect me to carry a weight of their expectations that I never agreed to. But if I went to a smaller school, society may perceive it as a failure to rise to their standard. Either way, the judgment was still there. And that made me stop and think. If both paths carry pressure, why not choose the one that feels true to me? Why not competing on my own terms instead of running in a race that was never mine to begin with? And that is when I realized that winning is temporary, but growth lasts forever. The true victory is not when others clap for us, but when we can look in the mirror and say, I didn't give up on myself. And when I looked around, I realized that this is something what every competitor faces. The athlete who trains every day but loses by 1 second, the student who studies hard but doesn't make the top score, and the person who dares to take a different path just to be told that they have chosen the wrong one. We all share that kind of silent battle, the weight of expectation, the sting of doubt, and the courage to keep going anyway. I believe that this is where the true meaning of competition lies. True competition lies in the resilience we build when we know that things do not go our way. It lies in the camaraderie we feel when we know that others are carrying their own struggles too. And it lies in a drive to improve. Not because the world demands perfection from us, but because growth is the victory that no one can take away from us. And so, when I chose the smaller school, I realized that it was not a step down. It was a step forward. Forward into a journey where success is not borrowed reputation, but built from within. Forward into a place where success is not defined by how loud others clap, but by how strong I rise each time I fall. At the end of the day, trophies gather dust, applause fades, and certificates wrinkle. But the lessons we carried, the strength we built, and the character we shaped, that is what endures. So, may we all continue to compete, not just against others, but to win against ourselves, our own limits, our own doubts, and our own fears. Because beyond the win itself lies something far greater, the victory of becoming who we are meant to be. I am Kyra Davina. Never surrender and take the future. Thank you.